everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's very snowy at the stadium, and the deciding factor in this game figures to be which team is better equipped to deal with the conditions on the field. Get ready for winter football at its best. It's the Broncos going up against the Bills. With that, let's send you up to snowy Orchard Park outside of Buffalo, where we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen, stay warm.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get over.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Holding offense.
So holding by the offense and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
They go play action here on first down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to duck.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They're set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullback.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. pulled in at the 24. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game. Snap count to the defense off. 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment, defense. Still 1st down.
Here we go.
Back to throw here. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 12 yards on the pickup, and the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
10 yards to go on 3rd. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And they'll go on the ground. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. He'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. So they're on the 5-yard line here, 2nd down and goal. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt.
And the ball is knocked out. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line. And now on 4th down, Gus Bradley will turn it over to the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now the Bills defense, they make their way back out there. They got the stop last time that resulted in a punt, and then it resulted in 3 for their offense.
And this is one time where the defense won't get credit for creating points, but that's exactly what... They did. All right, forced them into a punt.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag.
False start, offense.
Gun. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Having an effective short passing game, one of their main concern coming into this one, right there, able to hit the D with a quick strike and a 1st down.
And you're able to put that into your game plan when you see that there's space to throw the football. A lot of defenses don't want to play press coverage or tight coverage. They'll play backed off, and sometimes those cornerbacks will bail out really fast and really get deep, and that allows you to throw the quick game underneath, and they took advantage of it.
And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
All right, here we go. 3-19.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The offense on your screen now, and our first look at C.J. Anderson.
And what a look it's going to be, making a name for himself rapidly running the football.
Let's see what the offense comes with here, 2nd and 8.
Hey. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Play clock winding down. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. He'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Again, we'll see the pistol here. A handoff as they run the counter play. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. So just a lone field goal in this first quarter of play. The Bills with the early advantage. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Another pistol look here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Let's see, the defense might bring some added pressure as the offense is dealing with a 3rd and long. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken right around the 44. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Let's go. Green.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he's got his man on the out route. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the defensive unit for the Broncos. They trot back out there. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big-time hits.
Sort of like us at practice the other day. I saw you take a running start at that blocking sled. You took it down.
Bounced off like a rubber band.
No, not at all, but you're exactly right. They are doing their job. But they want to add takeaways to it. You need that.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. Stiff-armed him. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 13 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
They'll look to throw here. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get it.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Hey. All right, now, look at 56.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough job to contain them.
And they'll run it here. They find some open field here. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good gain, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. So after the mistake by the offense, it cost him 5 yards. And now 1st and 15.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Ha!
And here is motion again. And that's going to be 2 in a row.
Offense.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Let's go. Boom, 90.
And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
Offense.
Let's go. Green, 39. Green.
Back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 33 yards.
That was a nice pickup, some chunk yardage there. Some of those big yards downfield with a little bit of rack thrown in there, a little run after catch. And it came on a crossing route. I could just hear one of my friends who won 4 Super Bowls as a quarterback always said the same thing. What route does a defense hate? Crossing route. Hate it, hate it, hate it, because it's hard to change direction when they get going full speed in the other way.
A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The play clock's running down. C.J. Anderson in the game. He gets it here. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Bills getting set to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal?
And to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Brief break in the action here. Back to Buffalo after this. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Send me to Orlando, please.
Don't be so soft. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up 1st downs.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Surveying the field. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they'll be set up with great field position as this is going to be touchdown right at the 40-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something. Out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just...
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to air one out. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now back to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So they kick it through. It's out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Double tight, guys, double tight. We got four. We got four. All right, here we go. Boo, landed. Boo, landed.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. So we have come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Bills have struggled to avoid costly mistakes. The Broncos have to feel like they've missed out on some great opportunities to take control of this game. All right, let's roll those moving pictures. Bills opening up on offense. Defense will get to the QB here. This will go as a loss of 10. Midway through the second quarter. The catch is made after a quick pass, and it's going to end up going for a gain of 27. A fumble would end up leading to a turnover. Following the forced fumble, with plenty of pressure this half and another sack, this ends up as a huge loss in yardage. So that'll do it from Orlando. Let's get you back up to Buffalo with Brandon and Charles.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. they'll be looking to extend that lead.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. Leopard, here we go now. 319. 319. Leopard. Now let's go. Blue landed.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
All right, here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
He'll look to throw, and he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect you.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
For that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag.
All right, here we go. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards will get him back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll give the Broncos a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
He'll look to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. It's a pickup of 19, and it's a first down for the Broncos.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll set up a throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now out come the Bills. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay. How do you do that? How do you shake? Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Hey, boys, you got four down. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run the option left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Well, we know he's had a lot of good games in this league. He had another good one last week, but here, he's just off, isn't he?
And that's hard to believe because we're so used to him being so good. But guess what? Even the best players are allowed to have some bad moments and stretches along the way. Normally what we see, though, is him finding a way out, finding a way to make some big-time plays before it's over. We'll see if he's able to do that in this game. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. And coming out now, the Broncos. And the interception last time on the opponent side of the field. Certainly not what they want. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
3-19.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throws right side, and that's complete. It's a gain of 14 there, and it'll give the Broncos a 1st down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Hey. Four down. All right, here we go. 3-19.
Play clock winding down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12, and it's a 1st down for the Broncos.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Marcell Dareus in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's incomplete.
Sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Here we go now. Like that in that Philly. Here we go. No. Check.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Von Miller in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
And he's able to get it out of there. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. A chance for us now to look at this Bills defense again. And even though that last drive yielded points, it was a long field goal, so they probably weren't too upset about it. Although here, obviously, they'd like to give up 0.
Of course.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
They'll need to get the play off quickly, and he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got room. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. A host of Bills there that time to make the stop. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
3-19.
They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
They come up in an offset eye.
Set. 3-19. Over.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And here come the Bills. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of... Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete 12 yards there as they move the chains.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back to throw here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And now hang on here. The door, can you hear it? It's a little open.
Or is that the squeaky hinges that I'm hearing right now? Yeah, the door.
Is that too high pitch?
No, not at all. The door is open a little bit. It's almost like when you told those horror stories on the camping trip, right? And now, look out.
Yeah.
We've got a little bit different look on the game at this point.
Big momentum swing here in the fourth on the punt fumble.
Watch tight end. You got 4. You got
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And his kick is good. And that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal. And if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going right side here, and that's complete. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And it'll give the Broncos a first down. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 7 yards to go on second down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll set up to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. So the defense had a chance to catch their... The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And partner, the defense, they were keyed in on him early, but his talent shining through as of late.
I like what you said about keyed in because it all started.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Let's go. Boo, 90.
He's back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That did.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense.
They've got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. Let's go. No. Check.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get 17 yards there. And it'll give the Bills a first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. He's got time. Still back there. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They get 31 yards that time. And the Bills are going to have it first and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
Like 51. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
And here is motion again. And that's going to be 2 in a row. A play fake as they set up to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed. Yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. after try forthcoming. And he's got him back within a field goal now. It's 16-13. So with an even 30 seconds to go, everything will come down to this onside kick. And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting
And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for the Broncos, a win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, despite the loss here, they're going to wind up with a very good 11-5 overall mark. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.